and I'm here to talk about the worst sequels in horror film history, in my opinion. These are my top 5. Number 5. Jaws 3! Jaws started out as a Peter Benchley best-selling novel, and then it became a big movie, as big as Nicki Minaj's big booty. By the time it got to Jaws 2, everything got a little screwed up. But then it gets worse in Jaws 3! In 3D! Go kill yourself. And finally, there's Jaws the Revenge. This time, it's personal. What does that mean? Before I keep talking, I will drink my Dr. Pepper. Damn it! Roll out! God! Anyways, I only saw the first 3. The first 3 Jaws movies. I stopped after the third one, because I thought the third one was the worst. I mean, it ruins the Jaws franchise. That's why I stopped watching it. And I found out there was a Jaws 4. Which is probably terrible as well. Number 4. Poltergeist 2, The Other Side. Screw you. The Poltergeist film series are cursed films. The first one probably started it all. All because they had to use, some flippin' real skeletons instead of buying fake ones because it was cheaper that way. That's probably why the curse began and all that. And this sexy hot chick in the first one, what was her name? She was the one who was strangled by her boyfriend after the first one, blah, blah, blah. And... oh yeah, she fell in the coma. Aha! That's her name. Okay. So according to Wikipedia, it says that she was strangled by her former boyfriend in the driveway of her West Hollywood home on October 30th, 1982, and fell into a coma, done never regained consciousness, and died after being declared brain dead 5 days later at the age of 22. I don't know about you, I feel at 22. I got that song from Taylor Swift's album Red. And then there's Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, which is probably the worst Poltergeist movie ever made. Oh, and by the way, they're coming out with a, reboot. They're coming out with the remake! Why? It's a good 80s film! They have to make a remake out of it. Anyways, so Poltergeist 3 was, it was okay. It was not as good as the first one, of course. And I think they came out with Poltergeist The Legacy as well. I think it's a TV series. A spin-off, too. But anyways, let's go back to Poltergeist 2, The Other Side. Poltergeist 2 has Henry Cain in it. And it's kind of weird because he's like,
my name is Henry Cain. Let me in. Let me in.
Like, that's supposed to be scary. And there's he also says, you're all gonna die, all you in there, you're all gonna die. I mean, seriously? How is that scary? And then there's a scene where the Faja in the movie is, sitting and he's saying, "Why the hell won't you leave us alone?" And then lightning comes, so does thunder, and he jumps. Ooh. And then there's a monster in Poltergeist 2. First one kills it all. The second one is the worst. That's the fact, Jack. Number 3. Oh, and by the way, yes, that is my iPod case, and there is no Dr. Pepper there because I threw it away. Anyways, number 3. Gremlins 2, the new batch. I mean, are you kidding me? They had to come out with a Gremlins 2, the new batch. The first one had, darker scripts for the original script. Darker ideas in the original script. And they had to come out with Gremlins 2, and they get mutated, and there's one that's a comedian, or talking, I have no idea, and then there's one that looks goofy, and there's a new enemy, and it's not Stripe, and they just get mutated, and seriously? That's supposed to be scary? Seriously, the first one, way better than the sequel. That's the fact, Jack. Number 2. Seed of Chucky. Okay, so far there's 6 Chucky movies. The first one is pretty much the best one. The best one ever filmed. And Child's Play actually takes its name from a 1972 movie of the same name. And then we have Child's Play 2, Chucky's Back. And Chucky comes back, of course. He finds Andy, and really, how come it can't be a different kid at least? How come it can't be almost a standalone? Oh, and by the way, Child's Play 1 actually had more scenes, and a lot of them have been deleted, and it would have been better if they weren't deleted. Anyways, then we have Child's Play 3, Look Who's Stalking. And then we have Andy, who is getting older, and he's not portrayed by the same actor who, and Child's Play 3 actually influenced a real-life crime, blah blah blah. And then we have Bride of Chucky. When Chucky meets his bride, Tiffany, who is portrayed by Jennifer Tilly, who is hot as a human being, but not as hot as a doll. Skipping Seed of Chucky, then we have Curse of Chucky. It was direct to DVD. It was released October 8th, 2013, which was my birthday. And I was turning 16 at the time. And it kind of copies the original, almost, just a little bit. And then we have, going back to the 5th one, Seed of Chucky was probably the worst Chucky movie ever made. I mean, if you watch it, it's kind of weird. And, spoiler alert, I forgot to mention that there's spoiler alert in the beginning. Spoiler alert, his son kills Chucky, and why does he have to have kung fu fighting or whatever? Everybody was kung fu fighting. And then there's also a weird scene where, okay, why do they have to kill Redman? Redman's the legend. Time for some action. Time for some action. And he sampled that from that Cypress Hill song. Number 1. Drum roll, please! No drum roll? Okay. Leprechaun in the Hood. It all starts with Leprechaun. Leprechaun was... it was okay. But then, by the time it got to Leprechaun 4 in space, it got a little weird. And then we land on Leprechaun 5 in the Hood. And then Leprechaun 6 back to the Hood. And then Leprechaun Origins. And Leprechaun is portrayed by Hornswoggle. And that's a little weird. I'm Jason Hauser. Today's date is Sunday, August 3rd, 2014. And I want to say that I'm not saying that you shouldn't see these sequels. You can watch it if you want. I'm just revealing my opinions. So, remember, it's August 3rd, 2014, and if you're watching it in 2015, and you're saying that they're coming out with more sequels and that, then just know that this was filmed on August 3rd, 2014. That's fact check. It was a Sunday. I'm Jason Hauser, and you are just watching the Jason Channel. Peace, brother!